Yahushua wait, come to take the throne. To conquer world powers, bring Jacob home. I'm quarterbacking like Jake DeLome, like Mount Rushmore. I got a face of stone.
Teaching our people the truth of the Bible. What are you doing? All right. You believe in the Bible?
Of course.
Why is that?
God created everything.
God created everything. Okay. Now give me Proverbs 16 verse 4.
There we go.
Right?
There you go.
Because the Bible. What's your nationality?
I'm American.
What's your nationality? American?
Yeah. Come on now.
How is America? Who founded America?
Brother, we all did.
We are. Well, the Israelites, right? The so-called Native Americans, they founded this new land, and your ancestors just came over here and enforced yourselves upon our ancestors. So we founded it, and you just rape robbed it. Listen, we found it. You just rape robbed and murdered your way into power, as the Bible prophesied that would happen. Right? Now let me show you something real quick. You know your biblical nationality is Edom, right? Your forefathers Esau. That's why you're red. Let me show you this. Genesis 25:25. Let me show you something real quick. Now you came over here with a lot of authority and power. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. You said you believe in the Bible, right? Give me Sirach 6:37, 6:32. And I'm trying to tell you. Right? Give me Jeremiah 28 verse 8. Because I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Say what? We didn't even say anything. We're just giving facts. Did your ancestors not rape, rob, and murder? Is that insulting or is that facts? Why are you getting so emotional? Why are you getting so? You're a grown ass man. Why are you so emotional, bro?
Bring it out!
Now go on with your damn alligator boots.
Oh man.
Is he mad because your father was a
All right. All right. So these damn devils trying me already, bro. All right. So I want to say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, and that's all praise to the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. So today, I want to go into the blowing of the trumpets. Right. We have that coming up this Tuesday. All right. And it's a high holy day for Israel. So I just want to kind of just talk about it just real quick. I'm not sure if Sicarii Dallas has a lesson into it yet. So Lord willing, we'll bring this out, edify the nation of Israel. Just something real simple. Nothing deep. We're just reading the actual law, you know. So give me Leviticus chapter 23, verse 23 through 26, and Numbers chapter 29, verses 1 through 6. You stop at 25.
The book of Leviticus chapter 23, verse 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath.
So on the 7th day, on the 7th month, on the first day, we're having say that again? We're having a Sabbath.
In the first day of the month, y'all shall have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets.
A memorial of blowing of the trumpets, right? So this is a Sabbath day. So you would treat this day as you would your weekly Sabbath. There's no buying or selling, all right? It's a holy convocation. You're meeting up with the rest of Israel, you know what I'm saying, with your brothers and sisters, and you're congregating. You're going over these scriptures, right? You're having the Most High God and Yahweh Shah upon your mind, and you're retaining Him in your thoughts, right? You're going over these scriptures, man. Go ahead.
And holy convocation.
It's a holy convocation. It's a set apart convocation, right? You're not getting together to do some type of wickedness or mischief. This is a holy day to the Most High God.
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
You shall do no servile work, you know. So we should, if you can, I understand that we're in the land of our captivity, but, you know, with this being a high day, you know what I'm saying, not trying to show respect of commandments, but if you can, take off for this day. You know, it's a very important day. Go ahead.
Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
All right. Now, of course, we're not in the land. So how do we offer our offerings right now? With spiritual sacrifices. As I want to say 1 Peter 2. He says that now we offer spiritual sacrifices, right? And we understand that our body is the temple of the Most High God, right? So we live our lives as a sacrifice to the Most High God. Go ahead.
26. And the Lord spake.
And Numbers 29 is just basically reiterating the whole thing, but for the sake of edification, we're just going to bring it out.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 1. And in the 7th month,
On the first day of the month, ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work. It is the blowing of the trumpets unto you. And ye shall offer a burnt offering for a sweet savor unto Yahweh, one young bullock, one ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish.
So he's just going into the details of what you're sacrificing, right? Go ahead.
And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a ram, and 1/10 deal for 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make atonement for you, besides the burnt offering of the month and his meat offering, and the daily burnt offering and his meat offering, and the drink offerings according unto their manner, for a sweet savor and a sacrifice made by fire unto Yahweh.
Right. So besides your monthly and your daily sacrifice, you're having a special sacrifice for atonement, because 10 days after the blowing of the trumpets, you got the Day of Atonement, right? Yeah, 8 verse, all the way to verse 4. Because well, go ahead, read this real quick.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 81, verse 1. Sing aloud unto God our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery. Blow up the trumpet.
Blow up the what?
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
In the new moon. This was a common practice that our ancestors did, right? We blew up the trumpet in the new moon, in the Sabbath day, right? Go ahead.
In the time appointed.
In the time appointed. There's appointed days to do this, right? Because we can read in Sirach, chapter 33, right? He says that God sets aside the ordinary days from the feast days, right? And how does he do this? He does this by the moon, right? Go ahead.
On our solemn feast day.
That's it on that? Right. So in Israel, we blowing of the horn, we did it for more than one thing. We either did it for inauguration of a new king, we did it for a feast day, we did it for the new moon, we did it for war, you know what I'm saying? To basically declare that something is about to happen, right? Now, in today's time, you got something? What you got?
This is book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6.
I already got that. Yeah, but you go ahead and bring it up.
Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Shall the trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid, right? Now, me and my brothers, we up here every single weekend, blowing the trumpet. Sometimes, Benanya, he brings out the physical trumpet, you know what I'm saying? But mostly, we bringing out the trumpets of our voice, right? We get this in Isaiah 58.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58 from the top. Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Like a what?
Like a trumpet.
Now, we're celebrating the Feast of Trumpets, right? So we doing it right now. We doing it every weekend. But we understand. We're not going to be like TDJ saying, every day is a Sabbath. No. Right? But we blowing up the trumpet every weekend, man. Go ahead.
And shew my people their transgressions.
And show my people what?
Their transgressions.
Show my people their transgressions, right? Because whenever Israel, sometimes when we lift up the trumpet, we show our people the transgressions. How? Because we're saying, all right, this is the feast of this is the feast of blowing of the trumpets 10 days after this. It's time for Day of Atonement. It's time for us to get our sins atoned for. We're showing, God is showing us our transgressions. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. Let me make a point after this too when you finish this. Ezekiel 7, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet.
We have what?
Blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle.
So we blow the trumpet, man, to make everybody ready, to get the Israelites ready for war. Because we understand when Yahushua comes back, it's wartime. It's not time to rest. This is a time where we're getting everything right now, right? But we blowing the trumpet to our people, hearkening our voices, crying aloud, sparing not. But what did he say? What did he say our people do?
But none goeth to the battle.
But none go to the battle, man. We should have much more soldiers up here than what we got today, right? But nobody's coming up to the battle because nobody's paying attention to the trumpet. This is why Israel continued to get raped, robbed, and murdered, because nobody ever paid attention to the trumpet. Whether it was the trumpet that the Most High God, when he came on Mount Sinai and his voice was like the trumpet, we didn't pay attention to his commandments then, right? And when the last trumpet comes, when Yahushua comes, you ain't got no choice but to pay attention to that trumpet. Go ahead.
For my wrath is come upon the multitude thereof. And I was going to go back. I was going to jump back to Amos 3 because it really pairs in with it. Because we blew up the trumpet when we were in danger of somebody was approaching to make war against our city.
Right.
So I'm going to read this in Amos 3:6 again. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Why? Because we were being wicked. So when we end up being wicked, a part of the curse in Deuteronomy 28 is people like the other nations will besiege our walls. So what would happen? We would blow up the trumpet. And Yahweh was making it to happen this way because we transgressed the law. I'm gonna finish it.
And guess what? What did Jericho do? All right. What do we do when we march around Jericho? When we are actually following the commandments of God, instead of our walls being tumbled down, right? And we are being besieged, right? When we were operating in the power of the Most High God, we blew the trumpet and their walls fell down.
That's right.
Right?
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and Yahweh have not done it? Because the Most High made it that way because we decided to transgress His law, statutes, and commandments. But when we keep it, just like how you said about Jericho, the Most High God fights for us. And the curses, like being besieged and our walls getting taken down, happen to our enemies.
Con, that's an excellent point. What you got? What I had? All right, yeah, bring that up. Because we understand this is wartime, right? And so the Most High God, He's using His trumpets, right, us, to warn Israel of this impending doom that's about to come upon this earth, man. Especially Babylon, right? Go ahead.
This is Joel 2 verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Blow the trumpet where?
In Zion.
We have a very specific place where we blow this trumpet to. We're not blowing this trumpet to everybody, man. This trumpet is only being blown to Israel, right? Because we're going to get an epistle from Paul. We're going to read one of Paul's epistles in 1 Corinthians 14, right? This trumpet has to give a certain type of sound, man. And only the Israelites, the elect of Israel, they're going to pay attention to this certain type of this sound that this trumpet is being blown. Go ahead.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Sound an alarm in His holy mountain, man. Go ahead.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is night at hand. A day of darkness.
A day of darkness, and what else?
And of gloominess.
And of gloominess. This is what we're trying to get y'all ready for, right? But Israel don't want to listen. When we tell our people that impending doom is coming, when we're lifting up our voice like a trumpet, our people, they're not paying no damn attention, right? Go ahead.
A day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
So basically talking about there's a time of trouble, such as never since there was since there's a nation. Same thing that Daniel 12:1 says. Go ahead. And this is what we're trying to get y'all ready for, man. But you're saying that we hate. You're saying that we hating at you because we yelling at you. All right? I mean, if you really cared about somebody, man. Is it Black Lives Matter again, bro?
Somebody.
Oh, no, it's just somebody looking for some clout. They radio. Right? But if you truly care, if I see somebody out there running to the street about to get hit by a car, I'm going to scream at you because I see impending doom about to come, right? And I see your fate, right? If I don't scream and hearken my voice, and get my point across, right? So this is all we're trying to do to Israel, man, right? But they call it hate. They call it. I had a brother call me earlier this week. He's like, hey man, y'all much rather listen to Tootsie Roll than people actually. Yeah, bro.
This ain't the 90s.
My people finished, bro. Gosh, oh. What was I saying, man? Yeah, I had a brother, he called me earlier this week, man. And he was basically saying, like, listen, man, I believe everything y'all bringing out, bro. Like, I believe that y'all bringing out the truth of the Bible, but why do y'all have to scream it? All right? Well, we're commanded to scream it. We're commanded to lift up our voice like a trumpet, all right? I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the same Israelites back in the day, right? In his other spirit life. When he was like, why you gotta blow that damn trumpet, man? That's too loud. It's too loud in my tent. I'm over here trying to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? But our people, they want to stay asleep, right? You got Hebrews?
Yeah. I got precepts too. Hebrews what? It's the book of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 18. For ye are not come unto the mount that may be touched, and that burnt with fire, nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest, the sound of the trumpet.
The sound of the. So he's talking about when Yahweh, when he came up on Mount Sinai to give us the lively oracles, right? How did he come? What voice did he come with?
And the sound of a trumpet.
Sound of a trumpet. So when Yahweh came to give us these commandments, these holy, just, true commandments, he came with the sound of a trumpet, with the voice of a trumpet. Right? Go ahead.
And what's even crazier is people will say that, but Yahweh Shai had a sermon on the mount. You think he was just like whispering? He had thousands of Jews. He was mad.
And the book of Revelation said that he had a voice of many. Man, give me Revelations 1 to 10 real quick. Yeah. Revelations 1 to 10. He had a voice of many waters. Yahweh Shai was a loud black man. Right?
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice, as of a trumpet.
As of a trumpet. Right? Yahweh Shai is just like his father. Yahweh came down here with the voice of a trumpet, and Yahweh Shai is coming back with the voice of a trumpet. The last, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse, I want to say 52. Okay, Khan, you got something?
I'm back in Hebrews. Okay. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 19. And the sound of a trumpet and the voice of words, which voice they have heard, entreated that the words should not be spoken to them anymore.
See, our people, they're afraid of the trumpet. They're afraid of the sound of the trumpet, right? Something that Israel's always been afraid of. Go ahead.
For they could not endure that.
They could not endure. They can't endure these loud words now. When we have a brother or sister walk up and down this street, right? They shut their ears. They shut their ears. Get that Zechariah real quick. I'm gonna show you that this is nothing new that Israel do. Zechariah 7 and 11.
He good right there. Yeah, he legal right there.
Zechariah 7 and 11. But they refused to hearken.
They refused to what?
To hearken.
They refused to hearken. Just how people refused to hearken to the voice of the trumpet of the Most High God when he came down on Mount Sinai. Go ahead.
And pulled away the shoulder.
They pulled away their shoulders, man. Go ahead.
And stopped their ears, that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words,
lest they should hear the law. Just like the same thing that happened on Mount Sinai. They said this voice of the trumpet is just too loud, right? You still got Hebrews?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, read that again.
Hebrews 12 and 20. For they could not endure that which was commanded.
They could not endure. They pulled away the ears. They closed. They pulled away the shoulder and closed their ears, man. Go ahead.
And if so much as a beast touched the mountain, it should be stoned and thus thrown with a dart. And so terrible was the sight that Moses said, I exceedingly fear and quake.
Right, because the trumpet of Yahweh, man, it's nothing to be played with. When he comes up on this earth, bro, well, he didn't come on earth, but when he showed his power right up on Mount Sinai, it's just too much to endure, right? But God's mouth, man, we're vessels just like you, right? We're vessels just like you, so this shouldn't be anything that's too hard to endure, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. You finish that out on Zechariah
12. Yeah, they made their heart as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts had sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear.
This is what happens whenever we ignore the trumpet of the Most High God, right? He's going to ignore us. He's not going to hearken unto our supplications to him. He's going to turn his back.
So they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts.
So they cried, and he would not hear. Right? Go ahead.
This book of Ezekiel, what verse? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if he seeth.
What do watchmen do? They tell you of imminent danger that's about to come, right? And they get your attention by either blowing the trumpet, or, well, that's what they do. They blow the trumpet, or they lift up their voice, man. They tell you that something's bad about to happen, right? Go ahead.
If when he seeth the sword, slide, and what is it? Oh, I'm slide. For when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then who's
he blow the trumpet? He blows the trumpet. Hey, sister, Hey, what's your nationality? Yes, you. You're black and white. Are you white on your father's side or your mother's side? On your father's side? Oh, okay. All right, makes sense. All right, go ahead.
Oh, makes sense. Lord and Christ. Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword...
Whoever take... Oh, read that part again, because we're talking about the blowing of the Feast of Trumpets. Go ahead.
Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet...
Whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet, whether it be our voices, whether it be the Most High God's voices, where he's using his voice through us. Go ahead.
And taketh not warning...
They're not taking warning. What's going to happen?
If the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
You heard the sound of the trumpet, but you took not warning, so now the blood is upon your own hand, man. All right, go ahead.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
But if you take warning to that trumpet, you're going to deliver your soul. Is that all the way down to verse 6? All right, come.
But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, and this is why we blow the trumpet, whether y'all forbear or whether y'all listen. Right? We don't really give a damn if y'all don't care. Because guess what? We're trying to get the blood off our hands. We're blowing the trumpet regardless, man. Right. But let's see if Israel listens to the trumpet. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 17. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
So the watchman said, listen to the sound of the trumpet whenever you hear it. Go ahead.
But they said,
what did they say?
we will not hearken.
We will not hearken. We will not hearken. Israel's always said that, man. We will not hearken to the trumpet. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 6. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you? Except I shall...
And what's tongues? It's just a different language, right? It's not like in the damn Christian church where they, he should come on. No, man. The tongues is just a different language, right? Give me Ezekiel chapter 3, starting at verse 4. Come on.
What shall I profit you, except I shall speak to you either by revelation or by knowledge or by prophecy?
So Paul is saying, if I come to you in a different language, what am I going to profit you when you don't even speak that language, man? Right? But God, he sent us, he sent you watchmen, right? With the voice of a trumpet, something that you can relate to. This is not people with a hard speech. Well, I mean, with a different language. Bring this out in Ezekiel.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, give thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
Speak whose word?
My words unto them.
We're speaking the Most High God's words because we're coming straight out the book, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For thou art not sent to the people of a strange speech.
People of a strange speech. People of a different language. People of a different tongue. Like Paul says, if I came to you with a different tongue, it's not going to profit you anything, right? But we're coming with the same speech and the same language that you speak with every day, right? But man, the way how y'all respond to it, I could have swear, man, y'all speaking or y'all understand a different language because y'all just don't listen to us. Go ahead.
And of a hard language, but to the house of Israel, not to many people of a strange speech, and of a hard language whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken.
They will not what?
Hearken unto thee. For they will not hearken unto me.
That's why they don't listen to us. Because y'all don't listen to the Most High God. All right? Finish that out in 1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians 14, verse 6. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you? Except I shall speak to you either by revelation, or by knowledge, or by prophecy, or by doctrine, and even things without life giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give distinction in the sounds.
Unless they give what?
Distinction in the sounds. How shall it be known what is piped or harped?
Unless they give a distinction in the sound, how shall it be known what is piped or harped? Now, and this is why you see a mass influx of people come to this truth, because they hear distinction in this sound of the trumpet now. They've been listening to the damn Christian church trumpet for all these years, right? But nobody, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, they're just brain dead and they just follow the masses, right? But the people who God has ordained to be a part of this elect, they've heard this different sound of the trumpet, right? They heard the different sound because we coming straight out the Bible. It's like, okay, that's the trumpet that I'm used to. I know the Most High God's voice because He put His words inside my heart. So now they hear this different sound of the trumpet, man, and now they're hearkening to the Most High God's words, right? So that's all I pretty much want to bring out for the feast of blowing the trumpets, right? So hearken to the trumpet, man. If you don't, you're breaking the commandments. You're gonna be put to death.
Right.
Simple. So with that, Shalom.
Shalom.